Hi guys, this is Christy with Vegan Food for Thought, and today I wanted to share my leg hair. um, yeah, I let's see, I haven't shaved for like a month now, and I'll get into why though, because there are like I guess there's a lot of reasons to not shave your legs, and I think that as a woman like I should be able to feel feminine whether or not I have leg hair or like I don't know any even like if I wear makeup or not or like if I don't know, there's just so many things that like I feel like women are pressured into doing because magazines said so or advertising said so, and that includes like wearing high heels, using purses, wearing makeup, and even shaving. Like I now not to say that I actually don't do any of those things except for I prefer to shave like when I can. So I'll get into that. The reason why I haven't shaved is, well, for one, I don't have a bathtub, and two, the like it's colder here now. So in the colder months, normally what I would do is I would go over to my parents' places and I would shave over there when I was staying over there. And I haven't for a month, so I haven't had the opportunity to. But basically, what happens is if I try to shave and it's cold, I get goosebumps. And so, if anyone's ever tried to shave while you have goosebumps, you might know. Well, for me, what happens is I like shave off the top of them sometimes, and then they bleed. And like I even have scarring from like trying to do this when I was younger, and so obviously like it causes a pretty good amount of pain when I try to shave when it's cold. So I don't, because the hot water heater, it runs out after like 10 or 15 minutes, and by that time like if it's too cold then my legs don't warm up and I still have goosebumps. So yeah, that's my situation. I just physically can't, but that's what they look like after a month. You know, I don't know. I'm definitely not a not hairy person. Like I have a lot of hair, so it's everywhere. And I can't say I really mind it. One interesting thing that's been happening is that when I walk, like if I don't wear pants and things, I can feel the wind in my leg hair. So that's been kind of fun. That's like a new sensation that I haven't ever felt before. um, Not that like, I don't know, not that I need to or anything, but I was wondering if like leg hair is kind of like whiskers on a cat. Like cats use their whiskers to gauge like if they can fit their faces through a hole than their whole body can fit if their whiskers clear or something like that. But I don't think leg hair really has that much of a purpose. But it does. Maybe it keeps me a little bit warmer in the winter or something. But yeah, I've just been enjoying it. I definitely will be shaving them once I get the opportunity to. Once I'm able to, I'm sure I will again. And I think that anyone that doesn't shave, like I think that's great. Like I I know like all the stuff that I used to do to my body just to feel like to make myself fit in or to make myself look pretty. I'm glad I don't do that, because I even used to shave my arms. Like I used to shave like pretty much everywhere from like here below. Like I even remember like trying to pluck my like neck hairs and things, like just because I felt like I thought that they weren't feminine, or I don't even know. But I do have to say like my arm hair, it I like it a lot more now than I did when I was younger, because it's gotten a lot lighter. I was afraid to even to like go outside in the sun. I used to wear pants all summer. I just was ashamed of, I didn't like my body when I was younger. And so my arm hairs were really dark because I didn't go out in the sun. So now they're kind of, they get like sun bleached and stuff. They get lighter, or they have. So now if my arm hair was like this when I was a teenager, I probably wouldn't have shaved it. But who knows? I just like, I do know that like being embarrassed of like body hair isn't something that I want to be anymore. It isn't a way that I want to feel anymore. And I know that like once I stopped wearing like high heels and purses and makeup, I felt a whole lot more comfortable like as a person, just living life. Like, oh, I don't have to tote around this ginormous, like when I wear a purse, I like load it up and like it gets full of like receipts and change, and before you know it, it's like 5 pounds. And like I have to clean it out. And so I don't use purses anymore. I just bring with me my wallet, my keys, and my phone, and my water bottle sometimes, and then I put it in a backpack. But I try really hard not to like carry around things with me and just be weighed down by things like that, because it's just not comfortable having to haul around a big purse, especially like on one side. It can create like back injuries and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I used to really be into wearing makeup too. Like I realized I had like an emotional attachment to makeup, or like anxiety from not wearing makeup. I like the thought for me of walking outside, like having to go anywhere in a hurry was just horrifying, because somebody might see that I have a pimple on my face, or that I had enlarged pores or something, or like, oh, that I wouldn't look as pretty as I could if I didn't have mascara on. It was ridiculous, and it was a really negative pattern that I had gotten into, like a bad cycle where I was putting makeup and chemicals and stuff like on bacteria on my zit, and it was clogging it more, and I was covering it up, and then I was putting makeup and junk on it, and I don't know, and yeah, so my zits would get worse. And like once I stopped using all that stuff, my skin healed a lot. And it like got clearer. And then like once I started eating the vegan diet and eating like plant-based, like low oil and things like that, my skin got a lot healthier. It healed even before then, before I stopped eating oil. But it's just once, I don't know, I think once I accepted myself for who I was, it helped me love myself a lot more, and it helped my body to heal, just feeling okay with like having a pimple on my face and not caring if someone sees it or whatever. I still I still like to shave my legs when I can, but I don't feel like it's like it's not something that gives me anxiety anymore. And I don't really mind. It's kind of interesting to see for me what my legs even look like with leg hair on them, because I haven't seen that since I was like maybe 12 or 13 or something. And then back then it wasn't, nearly as much. So I don't know. It's kind of fun to let it grow out and see what happens. But yeah, I think that there are some women that probably don't even need to shave their legs. Like if they had some girls, they have like leg hair that looks just like my arm hair, and if I had leg hair like that, I probably wouldn't shave ever. But I don't, and so maybe I'll try to tan my leg hair and see what happens with it. But yeah, I guess it's still something that I do like the look of, is having shaved legs most of the time, like in the summer and things like that. But it's not really that big of a deal too. I do try to use reusable razors, and they're still made out of plastic, but they're like recycled. They're the Preserve brand. I'll link maybe the ones on Amazon down below. I think I get them off of Thrive, but they're also on Amazon. And you can get like the big pack of them, and they're these like, I don't know, they have different ones. I don't like the ones with just the two blades, because like obviously for me 2 blades isn't gonna like shave very much. So I get the ones they have like the 3 blade ones, or like I don't know, they're the larger ones. But yeah, I get those. And yeah, I do have to say I'm looking forward to being able to use one someday soon, hopefully. But I have tried, and like the most I can shave is like a little like section, like a patch of my leg, like half of my leg at a time. So I don't know, I'm not gonna like section out parts of my leg and like remember where I did shave and didn't, and shave like every other shower like one part of my leg or something. I just yeah, I don't have time for that. And I don't really mind not shaving in the winter, because I just put pants on and it's fine. And it's pretty cold here. It's like consistently, this morning it was 17 degrees outside. It's a little bit warmer now, but like in the daytime it warms up to like maybe 65 degrees, a warm 65 degrees. So like I'm wearing pants that whole time. But yeah, I think that it's helped me just kind of like realize, like I'm still feminine even if I don't shave my legs, and I still can be, maybe not in everyone's opinion, but like in my opinion, I still feel like a girl and, you know, like pretty, um, without shaving and stuff. But then again, I am covering up my legs with leggings usually or something. But yeah, post down below if you have stopped shaving because of the winter or if you don't at all. I know I like to skip on my armpits a lot. I don't even shave those like normally in the winter very much. Maybe like once a month or something. But yeah, share if you guys, if anyone there down below doesn't shave. I know like pretty much every guy doesn't, but I did want to say that I do like it when men shave like their faces and stuff like that's, and so it's not like I don't feel like women having to shave their legs is a double standard, because men do it too. They shave their faces usually, maybe not always, but the majority of them do. And I personally, I prefer men who do shave their faces. So like that's just, I don't know, you know, that's just how I feel. And you know, there's some men that don't and there's some men that do, and it's just personal preference and choice. And maybe some people look better with or without beards and stuff like that, but yeah, that's just where I've been with all of that. So I don't feel like women are unfairly being pressured into shaving their legs necessarily, but then again, there aren't really like very many women who even, you know, like have leg hair that they don't shave. So yeah, maybe that's something to think about, but why that is. So yeah, post any opinions or questions and comments down below.